Well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.
Well, how'd it go? Come on, answer already. Point must have been done by now.
Just finished. Not pregnant this time either.
Figures. Been married 2 years and nothing. Wasn't expecting anything different. What a waste. You used to stay-at-home wife who can't even get pregnant. What do you even do all day? You're living this cushy life thanks to me. You can't handle the basic duties of being a wife. You should be grateful I'm so tolerant.
You were the one who wanted me to be a housewife. When I suggested getting a part-time job after we settled in, you wouldn't let me.
Do you know who my father is? He's the CEO of a dental practice chain, which makes me the next CEO. How would it look if the future CEO's wife worked part-time? Better focus on getting pregnant or I might have to replace you.
Replace me? What are you saying?
What do you think I'm saying? You're living the easy life as a housewife, but you can't even fulfill your basic duty of giving an heir to our family business. You don't even have a real job. Plenty of other women would kill for the lifestyle I provide.
Marcus, I had no idea you felt this way. This is all so sudden. How about we get tested together to find out why we can't conceive? I've been to multiple appointments like you asked, and they say I'm fine. If I still can't get pregnant, then maybe there's another reason?
Are you seriously suggesting I might be the problem? If someone can't get pregnant, it's obviously the woman's issue. I mean, I'm a man. I can't get pregnant, so how could I be the problem? Biology 101, Laura. This is on you.
Fertility issues can come from various sources. It's not always just about the woman's body.
No way. That's absolutely impossible. We're the only ones in the family without kids. Even my brother and his wife are pregnant, so it can't be my fault. Unless you're trying to imply something else.
Of course not. I'm just saying, if we get tested together, we can figure out whether to keep trying naturally, seek treatment, or explore other options. This should be something we figure out as a couple.
It's definitely your problem. You get to loaf around my house on my dime. So at least you do the basic duties as a wife. You're basically a houseplant at this point. You got 6 months. After that, you might have to make some decisions.
Decisions? What do you mean? Marcus, you're scaring me. Where is this coming from?
Where is it coming from? Open your eyes. We've been married 2 years with no pregnancy. Divorce is on the table. That would be hard on you, wouldn't it? A housewife like you couldn't handle living alone. All you gotta do is keep the house clean and give me an heir. Time to step up. I'm going golfing. Make sure my clubs are ready.
Hey, Laura. It's been such a long time. How have you been? Rachel, hi. I'm managing. How are you? Are you sure? You mentioned you haven't been feeling well lately. Everything okay? It's probably just the change of seasons making me more susceptible to colds. I can still get by fine, though. What made you reach out suddenly? Actually, I have some great news to share. I'm getting married! Really? Congratulations! Is it that guy you've been dating? Yes! Remember how he was talking about us settling down 2 years ago? He's a lawyer, you know. Just opened his own practice. We've been together 7 years now. Can you believe it? 7 years? Wow! I heard his firm was doing well. That's so exciting. Yeah, it's really taken off. He's got some major clients now, and things are stable. After all this time dating, he finally proposed. We were both so focused on our careers, it feels like it took forever. Though honestly, being married won't change much between us. We're already life partners. The wedding just makes it official. But anyway, I really want you to come to the wedding. Of course, I wouldn't miss it for the world. When is it? In 3 months, on the 2nd Saturday. I'll send you the details soon. It'll be great to see you. Will Marcus come too? Oh, Marcus. I'll probably come alone. I'll ask him, but he's not big on weddings. Really? Is something bothering you? You used to be so open about everything when we worked together. The way you talk is sort of vague now. Is it because you left work? Don't you ever think about coming back? I do miss working. I didn't quit because I wanted to. I'd love to come back. There's just a lot going on at home, with Marcus and his high standards for housekeeping. Wait, are you doing all the housework by yourself? Just because you're a housewife? That doesn't seem fair, even if he works long hours. He's barely home because of work, so most of it falls to me. It's fine, really. You remember I never minded housework. I just want to focus on being a good wife for now. Well, as long as you're happy. But if you ever need anything, just let me know. I'm always here for you. Thanks. I appreciate that. I really do. No problem. Oh, and when can I have your RSVP by? Second Saturday of next month should be doable. I can definitely make the wedding. I'll let you know if I'm coming with Marcus or without. So excited for you.
Don't bother with dinner. I'm at a bar with the colleagues. Just have everything ready so I can go shower and go to bed. I'm golfing tomorrow. Make sure my cooler bag is packed.
Marcus, I'm not feeling well. Could you come home early? We need to talk.
What now? Slacking off on your wifely duties again? Listen, I don't think I'm asking for much. Just handle the house and my needs. Can't believe you used to hold an office job. You act like you've never worked a day in your life.
You don't have to be so harsh. Why are you like this? I'm trying my best to take care of everything.
Not harsh, just honest. You complained about not feeling well last week too. A grown woman with all the free time in the world can't even take care of her own health? Ridiculous.
I really need to talk to you about this in person. Something important has come up. Please come home early tonight.
More important than my business meetings? Doubt it. I don't have time for your excuses. You're wasting my time. You got it easy, you know? Staying home all day eating whatever you want. The big screen TV all to yourself. Every day's like a vacation for you.
It's not a vacation, Marcus. Between all your demands, time flies by. Housewives don't get days off.
Living with just two people, what could possibly be so hard? It's laughable.
Regular housework is fine, but you expect everything done to professional standards. You had an upper-class childhood with staff catering to your every need. Your expectations are unrealistic. I'm working hard to be a good wife for you.
Hard to believe you ever had a real job. Shocked you managed to work alongside actual professionals.
Look, I didn't want to tell you this over text, but I'm pregnant, Marcus.
You're pregnant? For real?
Yes, that's why I've been feeling sick lately. They're early pregnancy symptoms.
See? I told you it wasn't my fault, didn't I? Guess your body finally decided to do its job.
Marcus, this is serious. My morning sickness might get worse. When my belly starts growing, I won't be able to move around like before. That's why I wanted to talk about making some changes.
Changes? Don't start playing the pregnant princess card with me.
Princess card? I just told you I'm carrying our child, and that's your response? No concern for my well-being?
Your well-being? All you did was finally do your job. You want a medal for getting knocked up? You're not special. Women get pregnant every day.
It's not just one child. We're having twins, Marcus.
What? Twins?
Yes, twin pregnancies are completely different from single ones. I won't be able to control everything like before. I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but things definitely won't be the same around here.
Unbelievable. So after failing as a wife all this time, you finally get pregnant with twins, no less. And now you think you run the show? Don't start getting all demanding now. Just remember to set out my golf clothes for the morning. I'll be home late. Don't wait up. The hospital still? Why isn't this over yet? I hate hospitals.
Over? I gave birth to our children 3 days ago. Have you even come to see them yet?
I'll see them eventually. They're not going anywhere. A whole week seems excessive, though. You basically abandoned the house for a month. This whole staying with your parents thing. This must have been a pain in the butt.
Abandon the house? I nearly died giving birth to your kids. My body needs time to recover. When will I be discharged?
How should I know? I'm not a doctor. Figured a week was enough time. Came to pick you up. Your parents' place is in the middle of nowhere. Such a hassle.
My parents have been wonderful. I like it here. They've prepared everything the twins and I need.
Did you see the stack of papers on the bed? Yeah, those divorce papers. I'll just hold on to those for now.
What? Divorce papers? What are you talking about?
Just a little insurance policy. Break our deal and I'll file them. The twins are here now, so no more excuses for slacking. The kids don't come before me, got it? I want that house spotless and meals on my table. No complaining, no asking for help. Do your job. Or else being a single jobless mother is going to be rough. Your choice. I'll be waiting in the car.
Actually, that sounds fantastic. Go ahead and file. Let's get divorced.
Divorced? Whoa, let's not be hasty here. You really think you'd make it without me? How would you support yourself and 2 newborns?
I'll manage just fine. But I'm curious. What makes you so sure I'd fail?
Are you serious? It's obvious. A single mother with no recent job history trying to raise twins. You crash and burn within a month tops.
So you admit you never planned to help with the kids? Thanks for confirming what I suspected. I appreciate you showing your true colors. I've actually been considering divorce for a while now. You never support me. You don't even pretend to care. I knew it was bad, but your total indifference to your children? That was the final nail in the coffin.
Of course I care. They're my legacy. I'm just not all sentimental about babies like you.
Sentimental? They're your children. And newsflash, I'm not sentimental about them either. I'm their mother. But clearly that means nothing to you. It's all about control and your precious image.
Image is everything. On my reputation, we have nothing. I'm the one who works to give us this life, to give you this life. A little respect and obedience isn't much to ask in return.
Respect and obedience? I'm your wife, not your servant. But I guess that's all I am to you, a handmaid. Well, this marriage is done. I want a divorce.
You're not thinking straight. You're exhausted from the birth. Let's calm down and discuss this at home. I can change, I swear.
Calm? Now you want calm? After you threatened me with divorce? Not 5 minutes after I gave birth? After I caught you cheating? What, she didn't want to play house with you and the twins?
What are you talking about? What do you mean you caught me? There's no one else.
You're a terrible liar. I've known for months, ever since your dad's investigator showed up on our doorstep with photographic evidence. He was so disgusted he told me himself. So much for your image.
My father had me investigated. What photos? That's ridiculous. He'd never do that to me.
He did it for me because he was worried about me. He and your mom came to the hospital while you were busy, whining and dining your mistress with the company card. They saw the conditions I was living in and decided to act. Your dad said, and I quote, "No son of mine would treat the mother of his children this way. This has to stop."
Can't believe this. My own parents? Betrayed by my own family? Well, the joke's on them. I'm the oldest son, the only worthy heir. They can't cut me off. I'll sue them for my birthright.
Birthright? Oh, Marcus, still so naive. You have no power anymore. Your dad already removed you as successor. Your brother will be CEO. He said no one who treats his wife as a servant and broodmare is fit to run a company. The board unanimously agreed.
This can't be happening. I'm really not going to be CEO? I'm nothing without that company. How will we live?
We won't be living anywhere together. I told you, I want a divorce. And your father made it very clear that the only way you'll continue to financially support the twins and me is if I divorce you and sue for full custody. He's already had his lawyer draft the paperwork.
What? You can't do that. You have no claim to my family's money. I'll cut you off without a cent. Good luck affording a lawyer then.
I won't need money for a lawyer. I have something better. I have your father's full support and blessing. He's agreed to pay all my legal fees. Your threat is empty. You know what else your dad told me when he visited? He said, and I quote, "Any man who doesn't even visit his newborn children doesn't deserve to be called a father or a son."
Can't believe this. My own parents are taking your side? Over their own flesh and blood? I'm their son.
And I'm the mother of their grandchildren. Grandchildren you've shown zero interest in so far. That's not the kind of man they want carrying on the family name. And it's certainly not the kind of man I want as a husband.
You're really serious about this divorce, aren't you? After everything I've done for you, you throw it all away? I gave you a life of leisure and luxury. I gave you children.
You gave me a gilded cage and impossible expectations. The children were an inevitability, not a gift. Don't pretend otherwise. I've given this a lot of thought. I'm done being your kept woman. I want a real partner, not a taskmaster. I deserve better.
Better? Better than me? You really think you'd find that? Think any man would want a divorced single mother? Face it, without me, you're used goods.
My worth is not defined by you or any other man. I'm educated, intelligent, capable, and I'll be one hell of a mother. I'll find happiness on my own terms, not yours. Not anymore. As for money, I've got that covered too. No thanks to you.
Oh yeah? How's that? You plan to live off my parents? Bleeding them dry of endless child support demands?
Child support, yes. I will expect you to contribute to your children's welfare. But my living expenses, I've got a better plan. Do you remember my friend Rachel, the one who invited me to her wedding? The one who kept asking if I was happy?
Rachel? The girl you used to work with? What about her? What does she have to do with any of this?
Everything. She's not just my friend, she's my new boss. Turns out she's the CEO of a major tech firm now. Small world. She heard about our situation from your father and offered me a job. A very lucrative job with flexible hours and work-from-home options. So I can be there for the twins and still have a fulfilling career.
Going back to work? I forbid it! You're a mother now. Your place is in the home raising our children.
There's no rule that says a mother can't have a career and a family. Millions of women do it every day, and I'll be one of them. I'm done playing by your rules. This is my life, my choice.
This is insanity. You're not well. Let me take you home. We can figure this out. I can change. I can do better. I'll be more attentive. I'll help with the kids. Give me a chance.
You had your chance, dozens of chances, and you blew all of them. I've given you everything, and all you've done is take. No more. The twins and I will be staying with my parents for the foreseeable future. You can tell your lawyer to direct any further communication to mine.
Your lawyer? Who's your lawyer? You can't afford a lawyer.
You really haven't been paying attention, have you? Remember how I said Rachel just got married? Well, her new husband is one of the top divorce attorneys in the city. And he's agreed to take my case, pro bono, as a wedding gift to Rachel. So you see, I'm more than covered. Your money and name mean nothing now.
It's unbelievable. I won't stand for this. I won't let you leave me. I'll fight you on this, do you hear me? I'll fight for full custody. No court will grant custody to an unemployed single mother. I'll win.
Unemployed? Did you miss the part where I said I have a new job? A high-paying, powerful job that will more than support me and the twins? And as for custody, do you really think a judge will side with you? A neglectful, verbally abusive father who hasn't even met his newborns? Who cheated on his pregnant wife and got caught by his own father? I have all the evidence I need to bury you in court. You don't stand a chance.
Laura, sweetheart, please. Let's talk about this. I'm begging you. I'll change, I swear. I'll be a better husband, a better father. Just come home and we can start over. I love you, baby. I love our family. Don't do this to us. Don't destroy our family.
You destroyed our family the second you decided I was nothing more than your maid. The second you prioritized your pride over our children's well-being. There's no going back. There's no fixing this. It's over. We are over. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to feed the twins. My twins. Don't contact me again unless it's through your lawyer. Goodbye, Marcus.
Laura, wait! Can't do this to me! Laura? Laura! Please, let's talk this out. I can make this right, I know I can. Laura? Laura, answer me! Damn it, Laura! Can't just end it like this. Not after everything we've been through. Laura! I won't accept this! Laura!
Hey girl, just checking in. How are you holding up? Better than I have in years, honestly. The divorce was hard, but I know it was the right choice. I'm so proud of you for standing up for yourself. You're one of the strongest women I know. How are the twins doing? They're amazing, getting bigger every day. It's exhausting being a single mom, but so worth it. They're the best thing that ever happened to me. I knew you'd be a natural. You've got that mama bear instinct, so fierce and protective. Those babies are so lucky to have you. Thanks. I couldn't have done it without your support, or your husband's amazing legal skills. I owe you both so much. Please, we were happy to help. What are friends for? Speaking of which, when do you start your new job? I'm so excited to have you on the team. The marketing department won't know what hit them. I start next Monday. I'm a little nervous, but mostly excited. It's been so long since I've been in the workforce. I hope I'm not rusty. Are you kidding? You'll hit it out of the park. I have total faith in you. And remember, I'm just an office away if you ever need anything. Advice, support, a shoulder to cry on, or just a girlfriend to laugh with. I got you, always. I know you do. I feel so blessed to have you in my corner. I thought I lost everything when I lost Marcus, but the truth is, I gained so much more. My freedom, my self-respect, my career. I'm finally living a life on my own terms, and it feels incredible. Amen to that. You're an inspiration, Laura. Never forget that. Hey, we should celebrate your new beginning. Girls' trip? We could go to the beach, drink wine, vent about our exes. That sounds perfect. Let's plan it for after I settle into my new job. A little Laura 2.0 celebration. I could definitely use a break. Consider it done. I'll start looking at beach rentals this weekend. Ooh, we can invite some of the other girls from the office too. It'll be a great way for you to bond with your new coworkers. I love it. You're the best, Rach. Seriously, I love you. I love you too, babe. Hashtag sister from another mister. Okay, I gotta run. The boss, me, has a meeting. Talk soon though, yeah? And give those beautiful babies a kiss from Auntie Rachel. You know I will. Good luck at your meeting, boss lady. And thanks again for everything. Talk soon. Laura's friend's husband, as her lawyer, thoroughly pursued the divorce settlement and alimony, as well as damages from the affair partner. Marcus and his mistress were both demoted to different departments at his father's company. His father ensured Marcus was placed under a particularly strict supervisor, saying he needed to learn what real work means. Marcus will carry the shame of being the CEO's son, who will forever remain an entry-level employee.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.
Hey, Harmony, are you there? I got something to say to you. I want you and I to get a divorce.
Excuse me? Are you serious? That's crazy. You can't just drop something like this on me out of the blue.
Well, my daughter Joy is finally going to be getting married, and so I think the timing is perfect for this.
But wait, what do you mean by that? Why does Joy getting married mean we have to separate? Did I do something wrong? Are you upset with me? I don't get why you're acting like this.
I don't have any problems with you at all, Harmony. In fact, I feel nothing but gratitude towards you. You took me in when I was a single father, looking for a new wife. Then you raised my daughter as if she was your own child too. And I have to say that I truly am grateful for all that you've done for us.
But then why? Why do you want to divorce me if you don't have any problems with me? I thought that this would have brought us closer together. I thought with Joy getting married and leaving that we'd have more time to spend with each other.
That's exactly why now is the perfect time to get out of this marriage. I can't stand the thought of having to spend more time alone with you. That's why I'm going to be leaving you and getting back together with the ex-wife instead.
You can't be serious. You're going to leave me for your ex-wife.
That's right, her and I actually started talking again recently. Apparently she heard that Joy was going to be getting married and she wanted to talk a bit with me. So then we start reminiscing and stuff, and before we knew it, we agreed to meet up in person. That was when she told me that she wanted to get back together.
Did she really say that? I don't believe this.
Well, apparently she hasn't been able to stop thinking about me ever since we got divorced all those years ago. She said that when she saw me when we met up, that it was like getting hit with a flood of emotions. When I saw her, it also stirred things inside of me that I hadn't felt in a long, long time. It was then that I realised that I did, in fact, want to get back together with her.
What are you talking about? You do remember that you've been married to me for over 10 years, right? Are you telling me that that really doesn't mean anything to you? How can you just cast me aside to get back together with your ex?
Oh, because I realise that she's the person I want to grow old and die with, Harmony. Besides, I'm sick and tired of putting up with all your nagging and fussing.
But I don't even do any of those things.
Look, I've already explained to you just how thankful I am for all that you've done for me. Besides, my ex-wife wasn't suited to raise children at all. That's why she left me in the first place. She still wanted to enjoy her youth and not be tied down. I've been raising Joy as a single father ever since then. So I was never able to go out and party with my friends or co-workers. I was always having to worry about budgeting and cooking, and it just never ended. And that's why I'm so grateful for you. You stepped in, you took so much of the work off my hands.
I didn't take the work off of your hands, Tom. We just began to work together like a husband and wife should. I remember the first time that we met. You looked so haggard and thin. I just knew that I had to step in and do something for both you and Joy's sake. And now this is how you thank me for all the years of my life I've dedicated to you two.
Well, I'm sorry, Harmony. It's true that after marrying you, I had a lot more time and money on my hands, but it's also a fact that I just never felt any love between us.
You can't be serious about that, right?
Now look, I know that my ex was never suited to raise any children, but we still just have so much in common with each other, and she's the person I want to be with now. I mean, we both just love getting to go out and explore and shop together. You're just so strict with money, and I feel like I'm hardly allowed to have any fun with you. You're always telling me that I can't just spend money on whatever I want, we have to prioritise the essentials, and I just feel like I can't do anything even in my own home.
Are you kidding me with this right now?
No, I mean, just the other day, I was telling you about how I wanted to get a new car. You said that I couldn't because there was nothing wrong with the car that I have now, remember? When I suggest going on a family vacation together, you complain about how we don't have the money to spend on things like that. I mean, what's the point of even working for money if you're not going to be able to spend it? I'm tired of living with a rat like you.
Do you really think that way about how we live? For whose sake is it that you think I've been trying to save money for, huh? The whole reason I'm always telling you to think about how we spend our money is because you don't know a thing about budgeting. I've had to hold back from buying so many things for myself because you don't know how to save.
So now you're trying to turn around, pin them all on me.
When we got married, you only had a few $100s to your name. And yet you were still asking me if I thought you buying a new car was a good idea. And we take plenty of vacations together, but we can't do that year-round. That's why we take one family vacation a year together. But we can't do that every month like how you want to. Besides, we need to think about saving our money so that we can put it towards paying for Joy's college tuition. But if you keep spending at this rate, I don't see how we're even going to have enough for ourselves when we're older.
Oh, please. We didn't need to save up any money for Joy's school. That's what student loans are for. I don't see why we'd have to pay for that just because we're her parents.
How can you say something like that? It's precisely because we're her parents that we should be working hard to provide her with opportunities for her to grow. It's the job of parents to prepare for this kind of thing.
Just where do you get off talking as if you're Joy's real mother, huh? You two aren't even related by birth. I'm the only real parent between us. You really need to remember your place before you open your mouth to talk to me about my daughter.
Excuse me? I know that you don't really mean that, Tom.
You want to know what I realised when I met up with Linda after she reached out to me? I knew that she was the only woman in the world who understood me. And now that she's finally gotten all her partying out of her system, it's time for me to take her back so we can begin our lives anew.
And I guess I'm just in the way of that then. And I guess we're going to pretend like I didn't spend 15 years of my life raising your daughter like my own child. I can't believe you're really just going to walk away from me as if I didn't save you and her from living in the streets.
Not just me, you know. Even Joy is, well, overjoyed that her mother came back to be in her life. She's so happy that we're going to be getting married again. So you just have to let me go already.
Okay, fine then. If that's really what you both want, then I know where I'm not wanted.
Good. I'm glad you understand. And don't you ever come near my daughter ever again. Got it? And that includes her wedding. I don't need you there, causing any unnecessary drama for us.
Harmony, are you there? Do you have any idea what's going on? I heard from my dad that the two of you were getting a divorce. And Dad said that he was going to be getting back with my biological mom.
Oh, Joy. I'm so sorry that this is all happening so quickly. Your father barely even spoke to me about it before it was decided. But at least your parents are going to get married before you and your fiancé. Well, so I'm sure that it will be nice to see on the day of your wedding.
What are you talking about? Nothing about any of this is good. I don't want Linda there at my wedding. I want you. Do you really think that I would want the person who had me and then ran out of my life there standing next to me on what's supposed to be the happiest day of my life?
I'm really happy to know that you feel that way, Joy. But I just don't think that I'm going to be able to go. And I'm afraid that you and I may never be able to meet again. Your dad told me he never wanted me to go near you again.
He said what? What is the matter with him? Doesn't he realize that you were the woman who raised me as far back as I can remember? You're the only person I would ever feel comfortable calling my mom. I don't want Linda back, or anywhere near me.
Joy? I never knew you felt so strongly about me.
I am sick of those two. I've always hated my dad, and I've always hated my mom. Especially Linda. She chose to run around and have fun and left my dad to be the one to take care of me with no help. And meanwhile, my dad was always complaining about how he didn't know how to raise a daughter. and so he was looking for someone to marry to help take me off his hands ever since I can remember. They're both terrible parents, and I can't believe they're both mine.
Joy, come now. You shouldn't talk like that about your parents. I mean, the whole reason your mom reached out to your dad in the first place was because you heard you were getting married.
No, Harmony, you don't get to. She didn't reach out to my dad because she was happy to hear that I was getting married. I bet that she's just doing all of this because she thinks that she can get some money out of it. I think she probably knows that I'm engaged to marry the CFO of a very large company, and that's why she's trying to convince my dad to take her back.
I really don't think that's what your mom is trying to do, Joy. Why is it so hard to believe that the woman who gave birth to you is excited to see you get married and take this step towards adulthood?
I am telling you that it isn't that at all. My mom is only out for herself because that's the kind of person that she is. She even reached out to me and was talking about my fiancé. She mentioned how rich he must be and then asked if I could start sending her money every month.
Wait, what? Did she really come to you asking for that?
She did. So I know for a fact that there's no way she's doing this all because she's happy for me. I don't care what my dad says. I want you to be there by me for my wedding.
Oh, Joy. You really don't know how happy it makes me to hear you say all these sweet things about me. But I just really don't think that your dad or Linda would appreciate my being there. And I'm also sure that ulterior motives aside, they both do really want to be there to see you walk down the aisle.
Hold on a second. I think that I've just come up with the perfect plan to fix all of this.
What do you mean? What did you come up with, Joy?
You're just gonna have to trust me on this one. But you have to show up to the wedding, okay? Please. You're the only parent of mine that I even want there. Linda and Dad don't care about me. They just care about themselves. If you aren't going to be able to be there, then I don't even want a wedding.
Well, this is just a beautiful wedding, don't you think? And watching my little girl get married to a stinking rich fiancé just brings a tear to your eye. This is probably the nicest wedding that I've ever been to.
Oh, really? Do you think this wedding is nice?
Of course I do. This is probably how people in Hollywood do it when they get married. And to think that Joy's fiancé brought along his parents too. It really saved me a lot of explaining I'd have had to do with this divorce.
Oh, trust me, the pleasure was all mine in doing so.
Ah, aren't you sweet? Well, Linda is sitting with me. She wants to say to thank you as well. It's all thanks to you that I'm back with my ex-wife and we're all one big happy family again. And look, Linda wanted me to tell you that she's grateful to you for raising her daughter up to be the kind of person who could score such a rich husband.
Well, you can go ahead and tell her that that is not why I raised Joy in the way that I did.
Wow, what's with the attitude, huh? Oh, I know you're upset because she stole me back. Now you're left with nothing, but there's no need to be rude. Or are you just jealous because you know that you'll never go to a wedding this fancy in your entire life? But I suppose I can't blame you. I mean, you spent 15 years raising my daughter. All that hard work and money and effort, and you aren't even allowed to watch her get married now. But at least Joy's real mum is here to help her celebrate instead, eh?
Oh, please, Tom, don't even pretend like you understand how I feel about any of this.
Oh, I know that I'm right about what I'm saying when you respond to me like that. Oh, I know it'll make you feel better. Since I'm already here, I can send you a picture of Joy in her wedding dress. That'll be sure to cheer you up, right? And maybe you can stop being such a grouch about all this. I know that we're divorced, and I really don't have any reason to keep talking to you. But I feel like a picture's the least that I could do. Just too bad that that's the closest you're going to get to seeing Joy on a big day.
I actually don't need to see a picture of her, thanks. I already have a great view of it from where I'm sitting right now. But anyways, I think the wedding is about to start, so maybe you should stop all your texting. Or better yet, why don't you just turn off your phone?
Wait a second, what? What do you mean you have a great view of the wedding? How'd you know it was about to start? Did you break in here?
No, I'm at a different wedding than you and Linda. I'm at the real wedding for Joy and her fiancé, so I didn't bother going to the other place like you two.
The real wedding? And just what is that supposed to mean, huh?
Well, I mean that I'm at Joy's wedding with her to watch over her and give her away. But you all are just going to be watching a live stream of the real wedding, which I'm at.
Wait a second. A live stream of the wedding? What is going on here? I don't have a clue as to what you're talking about. The wedding is going to happen here and now where I am. I got the invitation from Joy, had the address for the venue, and that's where I'm at now.
Well, yes. You got the invitation to go to the auxiliary venue where we were going to set up screens for the guests we couldn't fit in the real thing to watch. Honestly, you should be grateful that Joy's fiancé was so thoughtful and suggested doing this since there were going to be so many people.
I don't understand.
Anyways, I know that you as proud parents, you two are going to really enjoy watching the stream. I hope you enjoy the show, you two. And I hope you enjoy watching my walk Joy down the aisle.
Hold on a second, Harmony. Were you telling the truth about two different wedding venues? This doesn't make any sense. You two aren't even related by blood. How come Linda and I just get to watch the wedding on a screen while you're there for the real thing?
Oh, well, I guess you two just weren't important enough to the bride or groom to be invited to the real thing. But again, you should be grateful that at least you have the opportunity to watch via the live stream.
I don't believe it. How can this be happening?
Well, it is happening, Dad. You kept putting Harmony down despite all she did for me. But neither you nor Linda were invited to the real wedding. And as of today, I never want to talk to either of you. Ever again. The only parent I have left in my life is Harmony. Do you understand?
Excuse me, and just who are you to talk to your parents like this, young lady?
I think that I'm an adult who can make decisions for myself and determine who my own family is. And that's why neither of you are welcome here.
I don't understand. Where's all this anger coming from? I mean, you do realise that Harmony isn't even your real mother, right? But Linda and I are your real parents. You can't treat us like this. How can you just try and cut us out of your life like this? It doesn't make any sense.
The only person whose actions don't make sense around here is you. Harmony took us in and gave us all the support we needed 15 years ago, and you just leave her? You're terrible, Dad!
You don't know what you're talking about at all.
I know that Linda left you to raise me all on your own, but you only ever treated me like I was an iron ball tied to your ankle. To other people, you always put on the humble single father face and made everyone like you. But I know that you don't deserve an ounce of sympathy.
You're such a little brat. Look, you have no idea what you're talking about. Are you really saying that I didn't put in just as much hard work as Harmony in taking care of you? I worked, I cooked, I cleaned, and it was all for you. I'm even getting back together with your mum for you.
Oh, please, Dad, just stop it. You're not doing any of that for me, and you were overjoyed when you finally married Harmony because it meant having to worry less about taking care of me. I thought that things might finally change for me when you did get married. But all my life, I felt like you resented me for even opening my mouth. And you were always telling me to go to Harmony if I ever had any troubles because you told me you were too busy. You never wanted anything to do with me.
Is that really how I acted towards you? Even so, I'm still your father, and you need to respect me.
I don't care who you are. I'm an adult now, and you need to show me some respect too. But instead, you were always putting down Harmony and I for just existing. You don't get to call yourself my father if you were never even one to me in the first place. In fact, I never want to talk to you or Linda ever again.
Oh, come on, you're not really serious about that, are ya?
Of course I am. And you could go ahead and tell Linda I said as much too. Besides, she only ever came back to you because she thinks that she's going to be able to get some money out of this. Anyways, it's time for me to go out and get married. Enjoy the show, you two. Hey, Harmony, I just wanted to say thank you so much for coming to my wedding today.
Oh, sweetie, it was my pleasure. Thank you so much for insisting that I be there. I know this was your big day, but it was one of the happiest of mine as well.
I promise to never forget all that you've done for me. And I want you to know that even my husband's family understands that I only have one parent, and it's you.
Well, I look forward to getting to know them all. After all, you're the only daughter I have as well. And please feel free to come over and visit whenever you'd like.
Give me back my daughter, you evil witch. I thought I told you to never go near her again after you and I were divorced. You're taking things way too far now. You ruined my relationship with Joy. You've blown up my whole family and made me watch my only daughter get married via stream.
I'm sorry you're so upset over all of this, but you should know that this was all Joy's idea. She raised the idea of having a stream of the wedding to her fiancé, and he arranged for it all to be done. I didn't even know what her plan was until I showed up on the day of.
Mean that you had no idea any of this was going to happen at all?
That's right. So don't come to me acting as if I've brainwashed Joy or something. She acted on her own, and the decision to cut you out of her life was all hers. If you have a problem with any of that, I'm not the one you should be complaining to.
I've tried reaching out to Joy, but she won't answer the phone when I call her. That little brat, who does she think she is, ignoring her father like this? She's a terrible daughter. And it's all your fault. You did brainwash her against me because you're the biggest influence she's had in all her life.
But we're not related by blood, and that's all that really matters to you, right? Well, maybe you finally understand how a real family doesn't have to be bonded by blood.
Are you kidding me right now?
It's just what you said, Tom. Anyways, I'm quite busy and don't have any more time to waste on this conversation.
This isn't a game. You have to help me out here. This is all your fault, and you need to make Joy take me back. At least tell me how I can get in contact with her new husband. Maybe he'll have the good sense to listen to what I'm trying to say.
You want to talk to her new husband?
Well, how was I supposed to know that my own daughter wanted to cut me off? Besides, I wanted to talk to him on the day of the wedding about getting a job with his family's company. And I wasn't even invited. You ruined my shot at a huge step up.
A new job? What's wrong with your current job?
Well, the thing is that I don't have a current job anymore. It wasn't like I wanted to just stop working though. But I just figured since my daughter was going to be marrying into the family, that I might be able to land myself a good job with them.
Did you really think that that was going to work?
Why wouldn't it? Linda and I both really want to work there, and I think we should be able to. So we really need to reach out to Joy's new husband. If Joy isn't going to talk to us anymore, then we need to go through her husband instead.
That is one of the stupidest things I've heard. I mean, did you really think that his family was going to serve 2 high-paying jobs to you both on a silver platter just because you're Joy's parents?
But I already quit my job. Besides, they have to understand that as her parents, we deserve to get something for all our troubles.
And that's why you think you deserve a job like that?
Please, I've already quit. You have to help us. I was looking forward to getting to spend the rest of my days with Linda, working a cushy job, buying whatever I wanted.
Well, I'm afraid that you two are just going to have to think of something else. I'm afraid that Joy has made up her mind about you two and told her in-laws not to treat either of you as family. So I think that even if you tried talking to her new husband, you still wouldn't get what you want. So you two are just going to have to learn how to make do with what you have. In the end, apparently Tom did find a way to talk with Joy's in-laws. But they told him that as far as they were concerned, Joy only had one parent, and it was me. Then they asked him to leave them and their son alone, since he had nothing to do with either of them, and they shut the door in his face. Tom tried to reach out to me again after that, but I ignored him until I finally decided to block him on everything. Now with no job and no prospects, Tom was desperate to think of something. Linda, however, realized that this isn't the life she was hoping for, and told Tom she wanted a divorce. Again. Tom did his best to keep Linda with him, but the fighting between only got worse, and even the neighbors could hear them shouting at each other.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.
You'd better stop all of that right now. I know without a doubt in my mind that you were the one who had called the reception hall and had our wedding canceled. What? What could you possibly be talking about right now? I have no idea, Nina. I just got a call from the reception hall about it. They told me that a female with the same last name as the groom called the reception hall and said that she wanted the wedding canceled. But I went ahead and told them that it was not me. Oh my. You totally forgot about you calling them to cancel that wedding, did you? So not only are you a moneyless loser, but you seem to have no brain in that head of yours, Nina. Well, it's totally worth having that wedding canceled now if you can't seem to control yourself. What? You called them yourself to ask for the wedding to be canceled, right? Yet you went and forgot all about that and then started to blame me for being the one to call them. Could this mean you have a split personality or something? I'm sorry, but I don't want to become the sister-in-law of a woman with those problems. I think having the wedding canceled is the right move here. You are really trying so hard to hide the fact that you did this. Well, if you really want me to believe I did it myself, then so be it. At least you called the dummy reception hall that we set up for, so it's not like the actual wedding will be affected at all. Huh? You wait just a second. What do you mean by the dummy reception hall? To tell you the truth now, we lied to you about the location of our wedding. We're really having it take place at a completely different place. What did you say? You've always been up to no good when it comes to me, so we had to act ahead of you. I mean, before, it was you canceling the reservations we had for the restaurant we planned on meeting you and your parents at. Then it was you canceling the reservation for us to go and have a look at some houses. So in order to be one step ahead of you, this time we set up a fake wedding, and you took the bait. I cannot believe this. You lied to me in order to save your guys' wedding? Were you guys planning on never telling me the actual location of your wedding and just having me not show up to it? Me, the daughter of a CEO? Me, who is the one whose father is the owner of a very powerful company? We weren't planning on not having you come or anything like that. We planned to tell you the real location of the wedding the day before. But seeing that you actually did fall for our trap and tried to cancel our wedding, your brother and I were totally right having set up a dummy wedding for you. You're the worst woman ever, telling the daughter of a CEO, me, a lie like that. I didn't lie to you in order to mess with you or anything, right? I just wanted to make sure this wedding would be safe from your antics. And, well, I'm happy we did end up making a plan for you. You frickin' cheeky woman. I don't want you to ever be a part of my family. I cannot believe that my little brother is wanting to marry some moneyless woman like you. No matter what you try and do to save your wedding, I'm going to have it canceled. No matter what? It's looking more and more like a good idea to me to keep the actual wedding's location a secret from you. Shut up. Do not talk back to me like that, you poor loser. I know that you only want to be a part of my family in order to get to my family's assets. I do not want some sly woman like you in my family taking all that we've worked so hard for. No matter what you do, that wedding is not going to happen. I'll make sure of it. I hope you aren't set on having a future being married to a wealthy man.
I just saw your text. I never would have thought my sister would actually take the bait and try to have our wedding canceled like that.
But luckily we did set up that dummy, so our wedding is still in the clear. However, we really need to start thinking about what to do with your sister. I didn't actually think that she'd be this against the two of us getting married.
I'm shocked by how far she's going myself. She really did it this time, trying to cancel what's going to be the happiest day of our lives.
Do you know why she's so against you and I getting married, though? I get that the family I come from is average compared to your family, Aiden. But she keeps treating me horribly because she thinks I'm without any money. There has to be another reason behind why she doesn't want me to marry you. Do you think I upset her in some way a while back and never noticed any of it?
No, I don't think there's any other reason to her craziness right now. She just doesn't like the fact that you're going to marry me. You haven't done anything wrong, Nina, so don't worry about that.
What? So she just doesn't like me then? So she doesn't like me marrying you, and that's what's driven her to do all this insane crap?
I'm sure you've already noticed this about her, but Danielle's pride is very high. She's been the daughter of a CEO ever since she was born and has been treated to pretty much everything because of it. And because of that upbringing, she has always looked down on those around her, finding that her own family will always be better than everyone else. Because of that, my dad has chosen to give up on her completely.
What?
My dad has already told me his plans regarding her. He said that he's going to end up giving his company to me when he retires. But when she found out about that, she flipped. I guess she just assumed that she'd be getting the company without having to show anything for it, and would be able to live her fabulous life forever. That is probably another reason why she doesn't want us getting married. She probably doesn't want you getting part of the money I receive as CEO when you're my wife, so she's been trying to get you out of the family.
What the heck? So really, it's just her that cares about the money and your family's assets.
And I'm sure she's pretty pissed about the fact that she'll never get to become a CEO of the company my dad has. And once you're my wife, she'll probably no longer be allowed to do all the things she wants, because my mom and dad will be focused on us. She's pretty much going to lose her ability to be spoiled by the family's money, and she is not fond of that at all. And so she's going to all lengths to try and get our wedding and marriage cancelled.
Well, I guess I understand now. Now there's at least some reasoning behind her madness.
My dad was always thinking of still having my sister become a part of his company. She might be a total witch, but she's not stupid. But every day her pride just continues to grow, and it's not worth it anymore for my dad to do anything with her. The fact that she thinks she's better than everyone for no good reason has really put my dad off ever wanting anything to do with her. He can tell that if he puts Danielle in charge of anything within his company, the place would fall apart in a day.
Well, nobody is going to want to work for or with someone who is going to constantly belittle them. Having her be in any leadership positions there would definitely spell trouble.
I'm sure that even she knows that she would never actually be able to handle the responsibilities, especially after she's done things like this to you. Just know that there is no way our wedding is going to be cancelled by her, but we're still going to have to watch over things just to make sure.
I sure hope this wedding doesn't get harmed by her. She's like some kind of wild cat with claws that keep on going every time she feels that her future of luxury and money is being threatened.
I think once the wedding is over, she's going to give up once and for all. So, although I'm sure this is causing you a lot of worry, can you just deal with her a little more? We just have to make it to the wedding, and after that, things will be all right.
Well, we only have a month left before the wedding, right? As long as she doesn't find out about the true location of our wedding, everything's going to be fine on my end. Let's make sure this wedding goes perfectly, all right? Do you see what happens now? I think this means your wedding is canceled now. I mean, you're the bride, but you're all covered in that dark red wine now. That beautiful white wedding dress of yours is completely covered in it. What the hell do you think you're doing, Danielle? Do you have any idea what you just did to me? Pouring wine all over me like that from behind? Well, it's your fault for never telling me about your actual wedding plans until the last minute. Had you just told me, then we would have never had to come to this point we're at now. Do you really want for our wedding to be canceled that badly? Even if you are able to cancel this wedding, it's not going to increase your chance of getting the company from your dad any. Shut the hell up, you moneyless witch! I am never going to give up on getting my dad's company. The company, the money it has, and all the other assets from it are going to be mine because I'm my dad's first child. So to me, a woman like you coming into the wedding with my brother is nothing more than an obstacle. Excuse me? My dad has been saying he plans on giving the company to Aiden, but I think there's still time. A man that's been slighted by his older sister is never going to run any company. So I've been making plans all along to make sure the company falls back into my hands. I have to make sure that you and him don't get married, because if you were to become a part of my family and then started to have kids, both of my parents would fall for their grandbabies and would never turn around and let me have the company ever again. So that's why I'm going all out to make sure you never marry Aiden. So that's your reasoning behind all this then? You poured wine all over me because of your future? I find that moneyless lowlives like you look great covered in red, sticky wine. And actually, I think that once my dad sees how you look right now, he'll be on the same page as me. He would never want a disgusting woman like you to become a part of his great and wealthy family. Huh? Go ahead and cry about it, you baby. I loved the look on your face after I drenched you in wine. Thinking of how much it looked like you wanted to cry makes me laugh my butt off. You are the worst. And I mean that. Get your laughs in now for all the rude things you've done to me, because after today, you won't be laughing anymore. Stop it with all that talking and hurry up on canceling this wedding. I want a poor loser like you to get out of my life forever. You can't have a wedding anymore when you're covered in wine from head to toe. Then I guess this wedding is canceled. And once you've done that, never come around my family again. I want you to promise me that you'll stay away from my family and our money forever. I don't really care about all that, but are you sure that you're okay with this? You're about to be losing your dad, one of his biggest customers, if this wedding is canceled. And once that's happened, who knows what's going to happen to his company? What? I think you should hurry up and go take a look at your parents' faces right now. Both of them look like ghosts right now and on the brink of collapsing. So white that the color of all this wine on my dress really pops when standing next to them. Wait a second. What kind of customer are you talking about? What? You're nothing more than an average person, right? Which means all you work are like 3 part-time jobs or something to stay afloat, right? What? You had said that yourself before, right? You were talking about how back when you were in college, you had to pay for the costs all by yourself, and that required you to work so many jobs. And you were talking about how much of a failure your parents are because they were never able to save up any money for your education. And about how those two being your parents really ruined your life and turned you into a low-life runt. My parents happen to both be very amazing people. They both love to take on large challenges and even have started businesses overseas. What? They aren't really known for having any companies here in the States, but overseas they have quite a few large ones. And I happen to be their daughter. So, just like you, I happen to be the daughter of a couple CEOs. What? For as long as I can remember, I was living overseas all my life as a young girl. But once it was time for high school, I came back to the States to go somewhere here. And while I was here, back in the U.S. by myself, I got asked to do something by my parents. They said if I planned on going to college in the U.S., that I'd have to pay for it all by myself. Well, they covered some of my tuition, but besides that, I was on my own. They wanted to see just how well I could handle myself when challenged with having to be my only supporting pillar. What? And after a while of being on my own, I was able to get the hang of life and work for whatever money I needed. That's why I was talking about how in college I had to pay for everything myself. And that's why I was having to work so many part-time jobs. So that's what was going on? But of course, as a student, you can really only make so much for yourself. So for a while, I did have to struggle a bit with choosing what I could and couldn't afford. But when I think back on all that, the experience I gained was really worth it. I was able to learn how to manage my life with just a little bit of money I earned. And I don't think you should be making fun of me for gaining that kind of experience. If anything, you should be respecting me for going through something like that and making it out okay. Oh crap. My mom and dad are looking for me right now. You just told me they were both ghostly white, but right now they're as red as lobsters. I can tell that they're really, really pissed off. I'm sure they are. You went ahead and poured wine all over the bride on her wedding day. And this wasn't just about marrying your brother, but about the talks I had with your dad on a business level. I think it's only fair that everyone involved in those talks would be pissed at you. But I didn't know you were this kind of person back when I did all of that, so this was just bound to happen. Go ahead and make up all kinds of excuses for it. I'd like you to go and tell your dad all of them right now. I'm going to go now. And just as you had wanted, this wedding is being canceled. Please help me, Nina. Do something to get my dad to stop being so upset with me. What was that? What's happened to you? Did all those excuses you have not work out so well? He didn't listen to a thing I said and slapped me 3 times across my face. He has never touched me before like that. My face is super swollen now and it really stings. Wow, so he's a lot more mad than even I thought. This is all horrible. He's told me that he had planned to talk at the wedding about how my brother would be the next CEO of his company. And he had a lot of the bigwigs from his company there at the wedding to hear about the news. He wanted this wedding to double as a party for the news about Aiden becoming the next confirmed CEO. Wow, is that right? But now he's blaming me for the whole thing crumbling into shambles, and that I'm the cause for what will soon be a huge mess that he has to clean up regarding the company. And he's told me that I've embarrassed the whole family. And now that I think about it, there were around 200 people joining us for the wedding. And most of those people there happened to be a lot of the people we know from work, and those that are currently working for your dad. My dad slapped me with all his strength, Nina. He wants me to leave his family now. He told me he doesn't even see me as his daughter anymore, so I'm to leave the house. Really? So your dad is cutting ties to you now? He is! I tried to apologize to him so many times now, but no matter how much I try, he's not going to listen to me. He's even told me he's done giving me any money and that I'm to get my own money now. I'm going to be kicked out of the house right now and will be forced to live on my own. And he doesn't want me ever coming around the family again. You've always been feeding off the money that your dad's given you, right? Life's going to be pretty difficult now without any money going to you anymore. You think that my life is going to only become difficult now? I won't be getting anything from them anymore, so life is impossible for me now. I can't live without someone giving me money. But you can live in an impossible state. You just have to try is all, and then I'm sure you'll find some way to carry on, right? I don't want to try, though. I want you to go and make things right for me with my dad. If you can do that for me, then I'll be kind with you from now on. I'll even allow you to marry Aiden. What? We won't be just sister-in-laws then, but actual sisters. We already are that way, right? Sisters? You would never want your older sister to go through all this crap like I am now, right? So as my little sister, go and do something to make sure I'm saved. You do think of me as your sister, right? You've always been an only child, which means you have been dying to have a sister of any kind. If you help me out with this, then I'll be your older sister forever. I don't need some scummy older sister like you, so no thanks. What? And I don't feel bad for you at all, actually. So please stop trying to get me to help with your struggle. Do you have any idea what terrible things you've just said to your older sister? I'm trying so hard to get someone to help me out here, and I've even said I'll be nice to you from now on, and you're still going to fight back?
If you think that Nina is fighting back at you for what you've done to her after calling her such horrible things, then you really are a monster of a woman. You have no right to be asking anyone for help after what you did to her at the wedding yesterday. You ruined that wedding of ours and still haven't seemed to realize that yet.
What? Wait, is that you, Aiden? Do you have Nina's phone now?
I'm asking you to please just leave Nina and I alone, all right? I'm going to be getting the company from Dad very soon. And once that happens, there will be no place in this family for you.
Wait a sec. Why are you not on my side in all of this? You're my little brother.
Well, if you wanted me to side with you, you should have acted like a grown-up.
What?
Your pride has grown too big for your own good, and it's made living with you as your sibling hell. You always acted like everyone around us was horrible while trying to be kind to me. But it always had the opposite effect, leading up to you ruining my wedding with the woman I love. I was really hoping that you would get along with her, because I wanted to make her my wife, but you never came around to her, and that pushed me to my limits.
What?
On the most important day of my life, you poured wine all over the most important woman of my life. I don't care how long I've been your family, I'm not forgiving you over that. Now that I'm next in line to becoming the CEO, I'm going to make sure I do everything in my power to keep you away from us. I'm going to get rid of the horrible influence that's been tarnishing my family's name once and for all.
What? Wait a second, Aiden. What the hell has happened to you? You were never the kind of boy that would say such scary things as that to me.
I told you, I have to get rid of the bad influence in my family. In order to do that, I need to change into a real man. The man my family needs. The man that has to be here to protect his wife who's been hurt. I've had enough of you, Danielle.
No way.
This is not just Dad kicking you out of the family, but everyone. We are all finished with your BS and are cutting ties to you. Never, ever come around us again.
But that's not going to be good for me. I've never worked a job in my life, and you know that. And I've just been trying to live off the money Dad makes with his company. Please do anything besides cutting ties to me and ending the money you give me.
Then you get your butt over to us right now and apologize in person. You come tell us just how sorry you really are after ruining our wedding. If you want to be forgiven for all your sins, then you're going to have to start by begging. I want you on your hands and knees begging us for forgiveness after pouring wine all down my wife's head and dress.
What?
Although I'm sure you of all people will never be able to understand what I'm asking for. You probably have no idea what trouble you've just caused for her whole family yesterday.
But you're asking me to get on my hands and knees, all because I poured some wine on her?
I never said I was going to force you to come here. I'm just saying that if you don't come over here right now begging for our forgiveness, then we're done with you.
What?
Honestly, I'm starting to think it's better not to forgive you. I'd actually like to see you struggle for the rest of your life after what you've done. I want you to turn out like Nina after having to go through a difficult time in life that's made you fend for yourself. Do your best with that new life you have coming, Danielle. I promise I'll be doing my best as the next CEO of Dad's company.
After that, I'm not sure if it was her pride getting the best of her or not, but Daniela never came to us to apologize and beg. And she eventually did end up getting kicked out of her parents' house and forced into a small apartment downtown where she's begun living on her own. But, of course, never having learned how to take care of herself, she's had trouble finding a part-time job where she can actually last more than a couple of days. So because of that, she's had a really rough time getting back on her own 2 feet. However, I'm thinking that someday she will be able to learn her way around and become a better adult from it. As for Aiden and myself, I had managed to have a spare dress prepared for me in case any sort of damage occurred to the main dress. So all I had to do was go grab that backup dress and wear it to my wedding, which had been put back on. But before getting the wedding started again, we made sure to not let Daniela get any word of it. So we made sure everyone didn't post or say anything about it online to keep her away. I really hope that by having her excluded from the rest of her family and the company now, she'll learn that everything she did was wrong. And hopefully, if and when that day comes around, she's supporting herself well enough that she never has to make an attempt to come back.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.